Nick, how's she looking?
Awesome as always, but no, that works. I truly appreciate the lights.
We're good with whites? Whites?
White balance, yeah.
Thank you.
No, get off. Yep. Second seat, step out, I'll let you go. Here we go.
All set? Okay. Thanks. We'll wait for that. Thanks for coming out this evening. We're here to respond to ONA letting us know that they are going to file a criminal complaint with the Oregon Attorney General. Here to address that is Jennifer Gentry. She is our Chief Nursing Officer for Providence's Central Division, and when she finishes her statement, we'll have time for a couple of questions. Jennifer.
Good evening. I find it incredibly disappointing to hear that ONA believes Providence should close their doors during the strike. The negative impact to the health and well-being of our community would be tremendous. As a nurse, I find it challenging to even consider that we would close our doors to patients. It's standard practice across the United States to bring in a replacement workforce when healthcare workers go on strike. Over the last 5 days, we've cared for more than 250 patients a day in Providence Seaside and Providence Portland Medical Center combined. We've had over 150 people visit those two emergency departments. Our home health division has made over 2,000 visits to patients in their homes during the past week alone, while our hospice division has made over 750 visits this week. Our singular focus continues to be on patient care. And with all due respect to ONA, I believe it's in the best interest of the people of the state of Oregon that we keep our doors open while our nurses take care of their business with this strike. With that, I'll take questions.
I know that you said standard practice across the United States, but it appears that Oregon is unique in some of its laws. I'm not asking you to break down the laws for us, but would there be any consideration to bringing in nurses such as traveling nurses, 475 of them? I spoke with ONA's team. They say that rather than bringing the staff in from the creek brought them in from, that you should have taken them from Oregon and sought out traveling nurses. He seems to believe there's enough to do that.
Because ONA is talking legal action and I'm not an attorney, there's some components of your question that I can't answer. You need to remember we had 10 days to find a replacement workforce large enough to care for patients in 3 different divisions within Providence. And we did what we felt was the right thing to provide care to our community.
During that 10 days, did Providence make an effort to seek out a replacement staff that did not include this outfit?
I'm not going to comment on that.
It appears that Providence used the same company to staff during the strike in Bend. So this is a company you guys have been familiar with. And on the front of the website, or in a part of it, it does mention that they provide staffing needs for labor dispute situations.
We have nothing to do with the situation in Bend. That was a different healthcare system entirely.
With this situation, though, and the lawsuit pending, even though you're not an attorney, can you explain how things may differ for future strikes? Because they're not taking a future strike off the table.
That's not something that I can comment on. Again, I think that our focus has and will remain on providing safe patient care to our community and making sure they have access to health care while our nurses take care of their business.
Is there someone from Providence who can speak to us about the legalities that this situation may present?
I will ask Gary to look into that for you.
Generally speaking, how shocked are you that coming out of the strike, this is how you go back into possible negotiations?
I'm very surprised and very disappointed. We absolutely respect our nurses' right to strike, and we did what we felt we were responsible for, and that's continuing to provide care to our patients and making sure the people of Oregon have access to safe patient care. And we were very successful in doing that, so I'm very surprised that this is the direction they've taken.
Are we missing anything?
Jennifer, the 150 in the ED is per day, correct?
That's correct.
Do you want another roll on that, Cruz?
Sure.
Please.
Just run the numbers again, but say daily after the emergency department
Okay.
visits.
So we've seen more than 250 patients per day in our Providence, Portland, and our Seaside hospitals. We've seen approximately 150 patients per day in those 2 emergency departments. Our home health team has made approximately 2,000 visits in this week alone, and our hospice team has made approximately 750 visits this week.
So I guess bottom line here is this lawsuit, or this criminal filing, the filing that they're talking about making, that they did make, is this erroneous? I mean, or do they have a leg to stand on, do you think? Is this completely erroneous?
I am not in a place that I can speak to that. I'm not an attorney, but I feel like focusing on safe patient care and access to our community was the right thing to do.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yep. Thank you.
Gary, is there anybody from the legal team that could speak to
I'll
this?
ask.